I'm done. I could do this forever. Okay, I'm sending you to my
I
next
didn't
job.
want to walk in front of you.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm good. That person got cotton all over his face.
Yeah, I think.
See it right there? Here's another bits of cotton.
White staining.
What type of cookies are you making this time, Mrs. C?
I want to find the
Go back to standard. Yeah, there you go. So that will kind Oh, you almost saw it. Yeah. Yeah, the water flows a lot of problems. Some of that's Marx, some of the
I like those.
still friends with him? In the early days of the trains, the electric trains, the first was the subway on the outside third rail. It's massive deal for him with a boat. So he came along for these, too much of a hassle. So he decided to put that thing in the center with the roller. The industry gave award for coming out with the big rail flat.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's cool.
It would be Cohen, Joshua, Lionel, Cohen.
Oh, Lionel.
That's his middle name.
Really?
Yeah, he was asked to do about that. Well, you know what it is, you don't have enough focus on that life. Won't make it loop.
There's the cameraman.
So what about American Flyer and Lionel? Do those people get along, or how does that work?
Here it's a club environment, and yeah, we like to tease each other. But you know, back when we were kids, it was painful, and it really means nothing. We do have dedicated, these guys over here, that's all they want to run is American Flyer. And me, I was born and raised an American Flyer only, but as the years go by, I'll buy any train that's cheap.
Yeah, a train's a train to you at that time. Now,
At this point,
so why was it back then people like American Flyer versus Lionel? Was it just a status thing, or what? What do you think it is?
If you were a lucky kid, you got to have one or the other. Okay, I don't know of any kid back then that had both. So, you know, we had, Lionel people that got 3 rail, we'd say, that's not realistic. You know, trains only have 2 rails. And then they'd say, well, yeah, you got those link couplers that don't look, American Flyer came up with their own knuckle coupler later in the 50s. So, again, the American Flyer, and I'm sure it's well known, is more authentic detail in true scale.
Exactly.
Whereas Lionel took a little liberty with the scale and also made a heavier toy that was more substantive.
Yeah, more thicker and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think, you know, you have to, you know, be careful with an American Flyer toy.
So why is everybody from like Michigan, Illinois, Chicago area that likes trains and then also likes cars like Studebaker and everything like that? Why is it just all from that area then? Is that what it is? Or because like my dad is the same thing. He's just like you, just loves the American Flyer, loves cars, loves all that stuff. And like you said, you had a Lark. How did you get a Lark? How did that come about?
Okay, I had I think it was a 62, maybe a 63 Lark, 4-door sedan, white, light blue interior, 6-cylinder, 3 on the tree, and my grandfather passed away and I needed a car. I was in my 4th year of college and had never had a car at school. And so I was able to buy it out of his estate, and that gave me transportation, which was important because I got married at the end of that year, and then I went with my wife and family to grad school. So the Studebaker saw us through much of that. Okay.
So what kept you, or like, keeping your trains, and how come your grandparents or your parents didn't throw them away or get rid of them or anything like that?
My dad was very careful, took care of everything, you know, and once we got to the house that had the
basement,
full basement,
yeah.
and we got the train board, the 4x8 plywood, then we were able to leave everything set up.
Gotcha.
But we still had an old dresser beside it, and he still had the boxes that are flattened out.
Oh wow, he just kept
yeah.
everything then.
He kept everything, yeah. And he was very careful with everything, and he taught me to be very careful.
You're very adamant about
me,
that.
He wanted me to operate it. He didn't say, no, don't touch. But I could operate it. Well, even the first year, like 1948, the Christmas that I got my Royal Blue, I was able to operate the transformer independently, and we also got a whistle that year, and my 3.5-year-old brother was the whistle man.
Ah, okay, gotcha. So you ran the train, he put the whistle, yeah.
Yeah, he was called the whistle man. So,
Wow.
yeah.
And that was your first train for Christmas then, basically.
That was my first train. I did have a wind-up train. I had a Marx wind-up train before that.
Gotcha.
But we were forever losing the key. And so at an early age, I learned how to make a key out of a heavy nail.
Oh, so you figured it out, how to
Yeah,
make
I
it
get
work.
my dad to bend it, and then I could put it on a little sander that we had and make flats and wind that train up. And I still have that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, my first real train was the American Flyer.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, kids that were still lucky that parents had less money. Marx
Yeah.
was more affordable.
Yeah. My dad had a lot of plastic bill stuff too.
Oh no! Back then, the wheels were metal.
Yeah.
The bodies were metal. It was like lithographed color on sheet metal, and then bent it into the shape of the
So it
cars,
looked like the bill, yeah.
so that the cars would have realistic images on them. No, that was pretty neat, and I got a little bit of that.
So what was your best memory with your train so far? Sharing them with your grandchildren or opening that one for the first time?
I'm still making it.
You're still making it. That's a
Yeah,
good answer.
Yeah, but that first Christmas,
Was everything.
Having that
Yeah,
train.
it just started everything.
yeah, because we didn't have a lot. Okay, we didn't. My dad was in World War II. We didn't have our first car. He had a used car before he went into service, and he bought a house for his grandmother, and she was what we call indigent today, and so he got a home for her next to his grandparents, or his parents, my grandparents, and went into the Army, and we lived in a small town. He walked to work, and we walked to church on Sundays. There were little corner stores every 2
Yeah,
blocks.
my dad would tell me about that from Benton Harbor. He used to go up there all the time. And
My granddad and his brother had one of those stores.
okay, gotcha.
So that's where we bought our food, Grandpa's
Yeah.
food. But where was I? I've lost my
You were just
train
talking about your family and how they were raised with the
Okay.
store and everything like that.
Yeah. We were. My dad was. His grandfather Peter was an immigrant.
Okay.
Okay, so my grandpa was first generation American. My dad's second. I was third. Germans.
Gotcha. Okay. Wow.
German and Irish.
Okay. Yep.
But at any rate, because he didn't have a lot of money, it was really a big thing to get such a fine train.
Yeah.
You
My
know.
my grandmother last name was McCracken. She's from Chicago too. So, and that's where my dad's from and everything like that, from Chicago and Michigan and
Okay.
that's
Going
why that
around the
that's the
bottom.
route. Yeah, exactly. Like with family and grandparents and
Yeah.
relatives and everything. So, it's just funny that I hear your story and his story is very similar or parallel with the trains, the cars, the experiences and stuff like that. And now living in the villages too was the other
When
thing.
I joined the club, it's one of the better train clubs I've been in.
Yeah, yeah.
I've probably been in 3 different ones, and this is the biggest, and not only that, the best. If there's somebody you don't like to talk to, you go on to the next guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Somebody's friendly, yeah.
Yeah, we're each a little different, and but there's a lot of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. 48 was a Christmas present, and I still have it, still runs. I put it away when I became a teenager.
Sure.
And then when my kids came along, I dragged it back out.
Gotcha.
And then they outgrew it. And I put it away, and then my grandkids came along and I got it back out. But I didn't know other adult men played with trains.
Yeah.
You know? It
Absolutely.
Was, wow. There's other men that play.
There's other people like you.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. Well, we are weird, but
Yeah.
in a different way.
So you're more American Flyer than the other Lionel and stuff like that?
I've become everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've got, first of all, it was trying to get one of everything American Flyer. Then, well, Lionel is pretty cool, you know. Even though as kids we used to argue which one was best.
Better. Yeah, exactly.
But no, I got both, so I had S-gauge, as they call it, and Lionel O-scale, and then I got into garden railroading.
Gotcha, okay.
Okay, and then about 4 years ago, I got into vintage Lionel standard gauge.
Okay, gotcha.
Pre-World War II.
Wow.
So, and during that time, I also owned and operated 2 ride-on trains.
Oh, those are fun. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I used to see advertisements in the train magazines that look ridiculous. This big guy sitting on,
That's
you're
right.
squashing that train, get off, it's hurting, you know. It looked ridiculous. And then they got me on one. It's
Loved it. Yeah,
it is so much fun.
What was your first American Flyer train? Do you remember it?
Okay, yeah, Royal Blue.
The Royal Blue?
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then the second one would have been in 1950, maybe 1950. Maybe 49. There, I'm stuck on that. My brother and Dad gave us a diesel. It was all silver.
Gotcha.
And it didn't have couplers per se. It just had bars. And
the long bar,
they
come
had
down and latch on.
links.
Yep.
And the links didn't always stay latched very good.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But those were our first 2. And every once in a while, Mom would say, "Get on the back porch, you know, and look for Dad." Right here. My dad walked to work. Look for Dad to be coming around the corner.
Yeah.
And he'd have a box under, kind of tucked under his arm. And so we'd be getting another tank car or box car or whatever, you know. We had a fair amount of stuff for...
Did you keep all your stuff for years, or did it get sold, or did you have everything?
All of the stuff.
How did you manage to keep it without getting damaged and everything like that?
Well, my dad was very fussy, and he imparted on me taking care of stuff. I learned. He would go to the extent of putting it back in the original box.
Gotcha.
And if he...
To take care of your stuff that you own.
Yeah, and if it's something that had to be in a box, he would wrap the box in paper and then tie it with string.
Yeah.
That's what people used to do.
Yes, exactly.
You know, now we got snap-on plastic lids, you know. But
so that's what kept it nice over all the years and everything like that.
Right, we treated it very carefully. Right after we got the first train, it would have been about a year, my parents got a chance to buy a bigger house.
Gotcha.
And the bigger house had a full basement. Well, heck, we had room for 4x8.
Yeah, they'll have a layout, yeah.
And Dad built a layout with switches and sidings. And I bought some of the plastic bill houses. I still have those.
Gotcha.
I got it all.
Yeah, awesome. Do you have a favorite train or one that you wanted that you never got, like the Holy Grail that there was
Well-
something that you always wanted as a kid and never
Yeah,
got?
Yeah, something that I never had that I always thought was really cool was the American Flyer 080 switcher.
Uh-huh.
And last year I bought one.
Oh, you found after all these years, huh?
Yeah, and if you, in February we put on a show
Yes.
up at,
Yeah, the where they sell things and everything like that.
yes. Okay, so I bought it from one
Yeah.
of those guys. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I bought an early one because the earlier, I like the side linkage.
Yeah.
Okay, that linkage, that's what really fascinates me. When I was a kid, when I wanted to crank her up, and Dad was all the time yelling at me, slow it down,
Slow it down.
you're going too fast. Well, Dad's gone, and now I want to run them as slow as I can get it so I can watch that linkage.
Gotcha.
That's,
So, did your dad support your train collection then, or did he like it, or did he think it was
Well,
crazy for you to be playing with it as an adult, or?
no, I don't think he gave a hoot.
Yeah.
You know, in his later years, he was aware of what I was doing, but I was doing it because I had grandchildren.
Where were you from?
Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, gotcha. What part of Michigan?
Lower Peninsula.
Okay.
Well, originally I was on the west side of the state. Are you from Michigan?
My dad and family are from Michigan, so I was.
Okay. I was born and raised. Born in Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Raised near there.
Okay.
Okay. Then in my working life, I worked down in the metro area a lot. But I also worked in Bay City. Metro area is down here, not up here.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. Well, then I earned my degrees, and I wanted to get into teaching.
Gotcha.
Okay, I was a draftsman and a
Sure.
computer operator, and I knew CAD was coming, and I wanted to get into that, and so I got a master's degree, and I thought I'd teach for a couple of years and move on. 31 years later, I
Wow.
retired. So I taught for 31 years at the community college
Gotcha. Okay.
and loved it. The people alone were worth it. I had a small college, so I had to really hustle to get people into my classroom.
Gotcha.
So I offered classes mostly in the afternoon and at night. That way I could just stay there, okay? And in the morning I did a lot of grading. I believe that as a teacher you need to give students a lot of chances to do
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And they need to understand that there's sometimes even the best of us is going to do bad. We're going to screw up.
So what is like collecting trains and owning trains taught you in life? What did you get anything from it? Did you learn to make new friends? Did you learn to save your money? Like,
Yeah, well, see, my dad was very frugal, so I learned that from him. And one of the big things about being a part of the train club is the camaraderie. Now, my big hobby is vintage cars.
okay, gotcha.
So I'm in the car
What is your
club.
favorite car?
Pardon?
What's your favorite car? Or is there one that you really enjoy, or a brand, or?
It's just come to me after all these years. I'm 79. I bought my first old car when I was 10.
Oh wow.
I badgered my parents for 3 years from the time I was 7.
Gotcha.
I always knew what I wanted to do.
Gotcha.
Just
Okay.
have to convince people. I've come to believe, mostly Fords, but I love them all.
Yeah. My dad was into Studebakers.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
loves
had a
Studebaker.
I had a Studebaker.
Which Studebaker did you have?
I had a Studebaker Lark.
Oh, that's what you had. Yeah.
I got it out of my granddad's estate. He bought it very late in life.
What year and color was it?
White.
White. Okay. Wow.
White four-door Lark, 6-cylinder.
Wow.
That was my late college. I was able to have a car at college, and then I went from bachelor's degree to master's. So I took the Studebaker with me to Eastern Michigan University.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so my favorite cars, let's say at this time, are 39 and 44.
Okay. Gotcha. Wow.
And I'm driving a 2000 Trans Am convertible
Wow,
today.
okay.
But back at my house down here, I have a 44 Standard 2-door. And it looks stock from the outside, but it has a modern drivetrain.
Okay, gotcha.
Chevrolet motor with automatic transmission, tilt down.
Wow, nice.
No fancy sound system. I listen to the engine.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah, 39 and 44s are my very favorite.
Do you collect anything else other than cars and trains or anything like that? Have you done anything other collecting or model kits or?
Oh, I did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually sold some.
Gotcha.
There are people that'll buy.
Yeah, they're
sample
worth
kits.
money now, aren't they? Some
Well,
of
I
the good,
don't-
some of the good ones.
Mostly, I'm just trying to give them a new home.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't, you know,
Pass them on to the
they
next
were-
generation.
They were kits that cost, the AMTs, 3-in-1 kits came out, I don't know, early 60s. Oh, wait a minute. First AMT kit I had was a 58 Pontiac Bonneville. Okay, so it must have been around
Go quite a
58.
while, wow.
The 3-in-1 kit, I think it was $1.29. Came out. And we bought and built a lot of those. And mostly I just had to sell them. A limited amount of terrible hoard.
Gotcha.
I try to use the things that I hoard. And I do sell. The 44 that's here, I think that's my 22nd car that I built for myself.
Wow.
Okay, now I'm up to 27.
Jeez. Wow.
And I just bought another project.
Oh, now another one? You got something else to work on?
Yeah,
How do you stay so young and healthy while you're doing all this?
I'm fighting.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 79.
79. Okay, gotcha.
I'm fighting it. I've got.
Yeah. I don't know how you do all this with all the trains and keep
Well,
up and.
You do it very slowly.
Yeah. Gotcha.
If you're lucky, you can still do it, and you will do it very slowly.
Yeah.
Like this lady here. She never knew she was a high-low driver. Push and hold. I'm not ready for you.
Okay.
You weren't here. We're going to start all over. Okay, push and hold that button. And here's your high-low right there. And you're picking up a barrel. And now you're going to deposit it in the gondola. And I have a lady that was here about a half hour ago, and she has the world's record. All 9 barrels landed right side up. Most of them.
Fall down?
Yeah, we had a lot of women that could do 8 out of 9.
Yeah.
That lady did all 9.
Hey Dave, I thought you were putting money on it. And one when I was about a teenager, my neighbor invited me over his house. He was going to sell cards or something. So he had this train layout. At American Flyer, and I went, whoa, smoke, sound.
Yeah.
I said, well, cool.
Realistic
He says,
looking.
You want to buy it?
Yeah. Oh.
I said, okay. So then next Christmas, we had a second level on our train layout with American Flyer.
Gotcha.
And that's what got me started. But when I walked in down here, that's how it really started.
Gotcha. So.
Walked in here and they said, hey, see that guy over there? He needs help.
So how come you weren't into Lionel at the beginning?
I had Lionel.
No, you had Lionel
Oh,
too,
yeah,
because
I
some
love
people are
Lionel.
into Lionel. Some people are into American Flyer. They not hate each other, but they make fun of each other.
I have
like that
Lionel,
kind of thing.
and
That
for a
3-rail,
couple
and it
times.
doesn't look realistic, and couplers and all that stuff like that. So
You know, I've got an MK, I've got a nice set of Santa Fe diesels with a couple cars, the new ones with big sound.
yeah.
Got a couple other ones, but I just thought
Do you like the older stuff or like the newer models, like
the older stuff I can fix, the newer stuff we can't.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
It's all chipped. See those?
Yeah.
See those engines sitting there?
Yeah, those are all.
They're all.
Are they from American Models? Is that where it was? Or?
No, that's being made by Lionel.
Lionel. Okay, gotcha.
And
Yeah.
there's a board in there, and it runs on a fan motor.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we even have one of them smoke ports. we were running around and some lady said to us,
You be so slow.
yes, so
Yeah.
I know. And if it was Lee, he would have said, oh, they do.
They also have flames coming out.
Yeah. So was that your first train then? That one that you got
Now
from
my Lionel Marx set.
your Lionel Marx? That was your very first one. Did you get it for Christmas or birthday
Yes.
or? Oh, really? Did?
In fact, I'm featured in one of the Village's magazines.
Oh, really?
Train.
Gotcha.
Years ago. He's always in the village.
Yeah, gotcha. Do you still have it today?
Sure.
You do? Wow.
I haven't given
How
it
did
anything.
how did you protect it all these years without getting lost, damaged, or stolen,
It was
or
always here with me.
it's always
The
with
only
you?
time it left my hands was when I got married. It was over at my parents' house.
Gotcha.
And one day my wife says to me, I haven't seen your trains.
Oh, wow. What? Oh,
I just
wow.
went over to my parents' house, filled the minivan with everything,
Yeah, showed her all.
set it up.
Set it up
and
for her.
It stayed there until we moved down here.
Did she enjoy the trains as well too, or did she like
extra
watching you
moment.
do it and it's a hobby? Yeah.
She didn't mind. She figured it would get me out of trouble.
Gotcha. Yeah.
This is what it's for.
Yeah.
Wives used to use this if we was out of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Otherwise, we'd be picking up wild women and drinking.
And letting the kids see it, you know, that they can't experience stuff like that. Like not a lot of kids have trains
I
anymore.
love this. We have a good time.
How many members do you guys have? Is it 200? Wow. My dad's really into American Flyer stuff a lot. Do you have a lot of American Flyer people and stuff like that? No. Yeah. Yeah. No.
They're kind of rare.
It's rare. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I had a couple of people a couple of years ago signed up and
They just disappeared. Yeah.
just disappeared. In fact, one of them joined because I was going to fix an engine for him.
Wow. Wow.
See, I don't repair unless they're member.
Gotcha.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because by the time you spend, sometimes it's just so much.
When you dealt with trains, did you guys collect anything else, like model cars or plastic model kits or something like that? Or like a lot of times people have other hobbies and stuff like that. Do you have any?
I got an amateur radio.
Yeah, like a
license.
red. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, we got another one.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Merci.
I did this. I was a Boy Scout leader for 3 years. And I just, if you hide in the garage, whatever, to me, it's not nearly as much fun as interacting with people.
Yeah, you've got so much to share.
And I love doing it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, for crying out loud, I've done it for years. As always, my best. I just want to go there. I won't, like I said, I won't see you Sunday. Okay. Because I did that. So it seemed like when I was here only some of the time, back in, oh, you should see this person was here for the
Yeah, no, it's okay.
No?
No, it's okay.
Chicken metal?
Trying to run that over. There must be somebody on the other side. Scale isn't using DCC. What's that? Yeah, I think they are. I don't know. I don't know. We thought they were. The end scale's using DCC, right? They're using the same thing. Oh, that is. We know. We're sure that that's the issue, but with all the interference, but as far as actually running one, if you change it the same number, whatever that happens. Just ask Ken Cotter. I see it. You damn Thank you. Okay, heads up. I'm having trouble. You gotta try to bring him in. I don't want to come in. And he doesn't follow directions. I want to stay here forever. You're the boy.
Oh, wait a minute, this one back here.
All right.